Just the word can send a shiver down your spine.
Yeah.
You're facing this huge amount of material, and the pressure, it's intense.
It really is. But what if you could navigate it, not just by pushing harder, but by studying smarter?
Exactly. We've been digging into Dr. Khalid Hassan's work, specifically Ace Your Finals, 11 proven tips to study smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm. And our goal today is really to pull out those actionable science-backed steps for you, things that genuinely make a difference.
Think of it as like your roadmap for a more effective and hopefully less stressful finals prep.
Precisely. 11 practical strategies.
Okay, let's jump right in. First up, start now. Sounds simple, maybe obvious, but why is getting that early start so crucial?
Well, it's mainly because it lets you learn gradually. It stops that cognitive overload feeling. Even just short sessions early on help your brain start processing. It makes later studying feel less daunting and definitely lowers that last-minute stress.
Right. Building momentum. Okay, so we started. Now, how do we actually structure this time? Tip number 2 is creating a study schedule. Seems like another task, maybe.
It can feel like it, but the benefit is huge for organization. You visually map out study times for each subject.
Like on a calendar or a planner.
Exactly. Maybe color-coded. It gives you clarity, keeps you accountable, and helps make sure you're, covering all your bases.
Makes sense. Keeps things balanced. Now, for a specific technique, the 50-10 rule. 50 minutes on, 10 off. What's the thinking behind this?
It really taps into how our attention spans work. Studying intensely for 50 minutes, then taking that short 5 to 10 minute break. It prevents your brain from getting fried. And interestingly, it actually helps with long-term retention. Your brain uses those little breaks to consolidate what you just learned.
So the breaks are actually productive time, in a way.
Absolutely. Strategic breaks.
Cool. Okay, tip 4. Test yourself after studying. Why is actively quizzing ourselves better than just, say, rereading notes?
It boils down to active recall. Instead of just passively looking at the material again.
Which feels like studying.
Right. But quizzing yourself, maybe with flashcards or old exams, forces your brain to retrieve the information. That effort strengthens the connections, making the knowledge stick.
Got it. Retrieval, not just recognition.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Fueling the brain. Tip 5. Eat healthy. What specifics are important here?
Dr. Hassan emphasizes foods that give you sustained energy. Think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins. These support optimal brain function.
And what should we avoid?
Definitely heavy, processed, sugary stuff. That just leads to energy crashes and makes it harder to focus. Sluggishness.
Right, the post-lunch slump times 10. And hand in hand with food is tip 6. Stay hydrated. Easy to forget this one.
So easy. But even mild dehydration can really hit your concentration, your memory, your overall thinking ability.
Wow, even mild.
Yep. So sipping water consistently throughout your study sessions is key to avoiding that fatigue and brain fog.
Good reminder. Okay, tip 7. Move your body. Does this mean we need to run a marathon between study blocks?
No, not at all. Dr. Hassan suggests daily light exercise. Even just a brisk 15-minute walk maybe in the morning can be really beneficial.
How did that help studying?
It boosts your mood, gets more blood flowing to the brain, and just generally enhances cognitive function. Makes you more receptive to learning.
Nice. Doable. Now, something I know is vital. Sleep matters. Tip 8. How much sleep are we talking for real learning benefits?
Ideally, you want to aim for 7 to 8 hours, but definitely get at least 6 hours of good quality sleep.
Why is it so important?
Because sleep is when your brain really consolidates memories and processes everything you've learned. If you skimp on sleep, you're essentially undoing your hard work.
Undermining your own efforts. Makes perfect sense. Okay, creating the focus zone. Tips 9 and 10 are linked. Eliminate distractions and set the right study environment. Let's start with distractions. Phones, social media.
Oh yeah, the big ones. Minimizing these is crucial. Turn off notifications, maybe use a focus app or website blocker. You have to consciously avoid social media, TV, whatever pulls you away.
And the physical space. Tip 10. Where should we study?
Well, definitely avoid places you associate with relaxing, like your bed, or places with lots of foot traffic like the kitchen.
Creates the wrong signal for your brain.
Exactly. You want a dedicated spot, quiet, well lit, like a desk. This helps create a strong mental link between that space and focused work.
Okay, one last tip, number 11. Study at the library. Why suggest a change of scenery?
The library often offers that ideal environment, naturally quiet, dedicated. Plus, seeing others studying can be motivating, and you have resources right there if you need them. Less temptation than at home, usually.
Right, fewer personal distractions.
Yeah.
So there we have it, 11 really practical, science-backed strategies from Dr. Hassan to tackle finals by studying smarter, not just putting in endless hours.
The core message really is that effective prep isn't just about brute force. It's about using these smart strategies consistently. Optimize your learning, reduce that stress.
So thinking about all these tips, all backed by research, what's one small adjustment you, listening right now, could make to your study routine today that could have a significant impact on your learning and your well-being during this demanding time?